One can almost imagine lounging on a garden chair beneath the blistering Los Angeles sun. Charles Bukowski snaps you back into a conversation whose trail you have lost track of and declares, "To give life, you must take life." And as our grief falls flat and hollow upon the billion-blooded sea, I pause upon serious, inward-breaking shoals rimmed with white-legged, white-bellied, rotting creatures, lengthily dead and rioting against surrounding seas. Dear child, I only did to you what the sparrow did to you. I am old when it is fashionable to be young. I cry when it is fashionable to laugh. I hated you when it would have taken less courage to love. The vision created by the first 6 lines plunges into the morbid as the speaker confronts the billion-blooded sea, or humanity's apathy towards the grief of its individuals. He passes upon shores rimmed with white-legged, white-bellied, rotting creatures, lengthily dead and rioting against surrounding seas. The repeated usage of white to describe the rotting creatures contrasts that of the sea of blood, amplifying the image of pallid corpses that have gone through pala mortis and have been discharged from the sea of humanity. What the shores rimmed by these corpses are, I interpret through the geological meaning of shoals multitude, which says that a shoal is an accumulation of sediment in a river channel or an continental shelf that is potentially dangerous to ships. The rotting creatures are those who strayed away from the billion-blooded sea and fell to the dangers of the shoals. Their very lifelessness is so unsettling that they appear to riot against the living. But why does the speaker himself traverse these shoals where he is confronted by such repulsion? Why relate them to us? The remainder of the poem answers this question and elaborates on the initial, sudden declaration about life's duality. I only did to you what the sparrow did to you. What did the sparrow do to us? Universally, a sparrow is a symbol of joy, protection, and hope. And just as the sparrow evokes this life-affirming ideals in us, Charles Bukowski claims to do the same, but through the uglier yet equally important aspects of life. To give life, you must take life. Life is sustained by consuming other life in the form of plants and animals. With each day, one loses in youth and gains in maturity. In times of joy we laugh, but so too must we cry in grief. It is preferable to feel the warmth of love, but threats to our beloved may urge us to hate. These are all aspects of life that each and every one of us must go through, and Bukowski wants us to equally contemplate both, pleasing or not. This isn't the first time in which a Bukowski poem explores the theme on the duality of life. In The Crunch, which begins by listing contrasts similar to those towards the end of this poem, he says it more directly.
Our educational system tells us that we can all be big-ass winners. It hasn't told us about the gutters, or the suicides, or the terror of one person aching in one place alone, untouched, unspoken to, watering a plant.
As the sparrow justifies the subject matters of Charles Bukowski's catalogue of writing, from his poems, short stories to his novels, he wrote about the lowest, poorest and most depraved of society, with himself as the protagonist. As the sparrow.